Hi everyone, we're live, nice. It's day 270 of this war. It's Rick with you and Jet.
Yo,
We're here today for not a very long stream today because I need to rush like in 55 minutes. And yes, so we're gonna be brief and fast today. Anyway, for those who will be watching and recording, I recommend you to put the speed 1.5x because even when I'm brief and fast, I'm pretty slow. Yeah, but yeah, this week was not really, you know, there were not many news from France. The map is pretty frozen. I mean, the fighting continues and it keeps going and going, but there are no front lines movement in any point of the map. So I don't even know if we need to check it. Let's check it anyway for
yeah, I love map time. Come on.
yeah for us to remember better which villages, towns, and cities are located where. For
Yes,
those
exactly.
who's not from Ukraine. Um, and just a sec, I need to adjust it as usual in Streamlabs to show you the yeah. Now you can see with a bit of a delay, but probably we'll be able to see the map. They have updated it, by the way. They've updated the map just today, I guess. It looks a bit different, you see. The borders are different and the font is different. Deep State is constantly improving. They said this will improve the productivity of their map. I mean, it's going to be working faster. And I am not sure that Charlie is here, so I'm gonna message him also in
Nice, nice.
on Twitter. Yeah, so hello to everyone who's already here, guys. If you yeah, if you want, you can say hi in the chat. This is always welcome. I just want to interact with you more because you usually just watch and not saying anything there. So, yes, messaging Charlie. While I'm messaging, I cannot talk, and I've just finished doing that. This is why I can talk again. Yes, so about the map. Russians reportedly they are moving their forces from the Dnieper River here in Kherson region just to be safer because our artillery is constantly striking them there, and some sources say that they moved 25 kilometers closer to Crimea. Anyway, our HIMARS systems can reach them even near Crimea. So, yeah, we can actually here on Deep State Map, we can put the HIMARS system here and see what range it has. Yeah, let's put it in Kherson for example. Yeah, so standing in Kherson, it can reach, you see, almost can reach Armyansk, and we can actually move it. Just a sec. But yeah, let's move it in here. And yeah, you see, they can reach the Crimean city of Armyansk. Not sure that it's a city, it's maybe a village or something else. Charlie, hi, I missed your message. Say it back.
It's like good morning, say it back.
Ah, good morning. Yeah, Jet. Jet needed to wake up at 6 a.m. today just to make it to the stream. You see, we were doing it earlier today. This is why
Yeah,
he's
it's early
forced
here on the west coast of Canada.
to wake up super early, and I bet he didn't get enough sleep. So we really appreciate you, Jet, and your, you know. How can I say it right? And
Commitment?
your sacrifice. Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
I definitely didn't sleep enough, but it's okay. I'll probably have a more productive day today if I'm up this early anyway. So
yeah, you'll have more time, or maybe you just go
yeah.
and have the rest of your sleep after the stream.
Nah. Once I'm up, I'm up.
Yeah, I know that feel, bro. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
usually cannot go back to sleep.
No, me
So,
neither.
yeah, that's just a drag. So, about France, nothing really to talk about. I mean, I'm gonna go through some news, and anyway, Russians are constantly trying to capture Bakhmut in here. Bakhmut, where are you? Toretsk. Yeah, there it is. Russians are really close to this town, and it is really damaged. They're constantly shelling it with artillery. The front line here around Bakhmut is covered with Russians' bodies. I would have shown you the videos of those fields of bodies that are just, um, scattered with bodies. No, scattered is not the word. Filled with
Littered?
bodies.
Yeah.
How?
Littered?
Littered. Maybe yes. Maybe littered
Yeah.
is better than filled in this situation. Okay, so Bakhmut is the hottest spot for the rest, I don't know, 5 months. And Russians cannot do shit against our brave warriors in there. And I've read a guy who is defending the front line there yesterday, I guess, who said that they are attacking every hour. So they usually have a break for 1-2 hours between attacks, and day and night, each hour or each 2 hours, Russians are attacking our forces there, our defense, lines, and
Yeah.
I cannot even imagine how it is to be there, to constantly be being attacked. I mean, you probably getting used to that in some
Yeah.
way, to live like that. And I think, of course, they change each other. I mean, the units probably change each other like maybe every uh, few days, right?
Yeah.
Because no one can stand like months without sleep and without rest, because
Mm.
it's unbelievable what they're doing there anyway, because even if they change every day, fighting there for 24 hours without rest, it would be already something crazy to withstand, right?
Yeah.
Withstand, yeah, that's how you pronounce it, not
Yeah.
withstand, withstand, as I said it before. Yeah, we're
That's
also
awesome.
we're not only talking about Ukraine here. We're also learning Ukrainian, English, sometimes Russian. Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah.
learning Russian today too, because you know what, Lithuania this week they gathered money for already two drones, two sea drones, those naval drones, and how they named them is just amazing. Let's go to Twitter now and see. So Andrius Tapinas, who is the main Lithuanian fundraiser these days, he was the first one actually to raise money for Bayraktar. It was his initiative. So he's a great man and a big friend of Ukraine. You can see the name in here. They named it Peace Gets. You probably heard about this Russian word, right?
Which?
Pizdets. Have you heard about it?
No. No.
No, no. It's actually a pretty like common swearing in Russia and in Ukraine and
Oh, okay.
around post-Soviet space. It is pretty common. So this word was used by Elizabeth Olsen. There was a famous interview of her somewhere at Jimmy Kimmel's or Conan's or some guy like that, the showman.
Yeah.
And she was saying, yeah, Charlie knows it, of course. So she was talking about how she visited Russia and how Russians are swearing usually. And she used the structure "пиздец нахуй блядь," which is 3 words of swearing. Yes, this stream should probably be rated R, definitely, because we're swearing here a lot today and almost every time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and yeah, so "пиздец" is the word that came from word "пизда," I guess, which is translated like cunt. So
Okay.
when you say "пиздец," you're trying to describe something unbelievably fucked up. Not maybe unbelievably, not always unbelievably fucked up, but just fucked up sometimes. Sometimes a little fucked up. You're just saying this is "пиздец." So you're
Okay,
saying
yeah.
like
This is fucked up.
this is fucked up. Yes.
Yeah.
So and we also use it in here as as let me construct it in my head, because it's really hard to describe and to translate the meaning. But we are saying "пиздец" to someone, like "тобі пиздець." This was Ukrainian version, by the way, not Russian.
Yeah.
So we're also saying that someone is done, like you're done.
Yeah, they're fucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
So when they named it like this, "пиздец," they meant that Russia is done, and this drone
you're
will make them "пиздец." Yeah. So this is such a great pun, and you see it's also with word "peace" in it, and they named. Let me check. They also have. Yeah, they named it "Peace." Yes to peace. It was this. No, just a second. The initiative. Where the fuck I saw it? Peace flotile. Yes, there it is. You see, they called it peace flotile. So like flotile for peace, and every drone of this flotile will be named with peace in it. And fortunately, this is actually a part of Russian word "пиздец" and "пиздай" and so on. So yeah, the second one they actually named "пизда," which means yes to peace, because "да" is yes. So there's another amazing pun. And the third one, which is still not fully raised, 40K was yesterday. I guess it's more today, even more today. I don't know how much, but they named it "Duke of Peace." You see in here?
Okay, yeah.
Which is actually Russian version "Пиздюк," which is even funnier, because "пиздюк" is we call here a small version of a human being,
Okay, yes.
We actually have such a meme. Just a second, I'm gonna Google it. And I guess, oh yeah, I'm not sure that it's Ukrainian. It's maybe it's maybe Russian. Just I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess it's Russian. So there was some bydlo guy. Do you know the meaning of the word bydlo, by the way?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it a bit later. Okay, so you see some how can I call him, and a lot of new versions of this meme. But originally there was this guy, this working class guy, poor guy. Yeah, how else can I call him right now? I'm not sure. So you see he is standing with his son, like hugging him, and it was underlined "my pizduke." And so this was originally how I'm not sure if it was originally how we started to call uh, kids of someone Pizduke,
Yeah, yeah.
but anyway, that's how I know it. So when it's if sorry, it's
That's fine.
getting messy in there in my brain. Me and my little person, yeah, it's something like that,
Yeah, yeah,
Charlie. And I
yeah.
also missed another line of Charlie. My Russian is
Significantly.
significantly better
Yeah.
than my Ukrainian, sadly, but it mainly consists of swear words. Yeah, because Russians are famous by its swearing and swear words. So, what can you expect of people around the world knowing
Yeah.
about Russian language? Because
Yeah, that's all that most people would know. Some Russian
and
swears.
yes, and as you know, Russians themselves they usually just talk like that to their parents, to their relatives and friends. You've heard their interceptions, and they're just swearing word after every usual word. It's
Yeah.
hard to listen sometimes because, especially when they beep, our
Oh yeah, yeah. When
intelligence
it's censored. Yeah.
yes, our intelligence agency usually, not usually, but half of the times they're beeping that shit, and they're
Just beeping every 2 seconds.
yes, their dialogue sometimes consists of almost beepings only.
That's fucking hilarious.
Those Russians. So we were talking about Pizdyuk, and this one is pretty awesome because like it means that this drone is kind of small. Pizdyuk
Yeah, yeah,
who will
exactly.
just sneak to someone
Sneak in there.
and explode their asses.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah, I saw.
Lithuanians. What?
Rick, you should check. I messaged you an image on Telegram. You should check it. I don't know if this is real or not, but I found this very funny.
Okay, just a sec. I can actually open it for everyone. uh, NATO naval drone dildo of consequences sinks Russian warship, says Russian defense ministry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Says Ukrainian defense ministry. Yeah. Unfortunately, they named it differently. Raccoon's Revenge, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
And Dildo of Consequences is a better version that I'd probably choose, would have chosen, right? That's the right form.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And but people decided Raccoon's Revenge because raccoons are much more popular than dildos, because dildos are not for everyone. Definitely not
True.
for kids and stuff, but
Yeah, it's not
but
family friendly.
yes, but they're definitely for Russians, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
this is why it should have been named Dildo of Consequences.
Yeah,
Anyway, people decided, NATO people decided, who am I to go against their
yeah,
wish
exactly.
and will? Okay. Having fun today. Thank you guys.
Yes, exactly.
What else? Let's just go through some saved messages and see what happened. Oh, this babushka who was Ukrainian babushka with a gun.
Вся Україна, ми Україна. Я така рада, що вообще.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was saying everything is Ukraine. We are Ukraine. I'm so happy that everything. It sounds a bit ridiculous, but in Ukrainian language and also in Russian language, when someone is saying "and everything," it means like and everything. I don't know
Yeah, yeah,
how to explain it, but yeah, she meant that she's super happy by that.
yeah.
Okay, this babushka captured me for a moment, but what else? Yes, important thing. Zelensky went to Kherson on Tuesday, I guess. Right after the liberation, in 2 or 3 days after the liberation day of Kherson, He came to Kherson. He met with people. He met with press, and he's again a badass example of leader and how leaders should act. And he went to Kherson, and people were pretty happy to see him. They were waving from balconies, and also I think, well, he was just doing what should have been done, and as usually, his policy, like public policy, the communications policy with his people is just perfect and amazing. Like what he's doing and how he's doing is an example to communicate with publicity and with your people, especially in times of war. Those everyday I forgot this word again.
Addresses.
Addresses. Thank you, man. Those everyday addresses of his, they are really, really good, and it's really cool to have them, and to it's like keeping us in pace, keeping us in touch with him, and what he and his government is doing. And yes, of course, he's not telling us everything, but it's war, and we're just need to be united at the moment. We will definitely be yelling at Zelensky when this war will be won by us. But right now, he's the perfect leader. We could have have this these days. Because
Absolutely.
comparing him to the presidents we had before, oh my God, this could have been so much worse, man. We could have been sold to Russia already. This is why we're really lucky to have him. Charlie says, "Все буде Україна," which means everything will be Ukraine. Definitely. Everything will be Ukraine. Maybe even Canada.
We got lots of Ukrainians here already.
Yes, so Canada is already a Ukraine, right?
Exactly.
14th, it was Tuesday, I guess. Yes, on Tuesday, in Lviv, якщо, if I will say it in Ukrainian, the Taiwanian, I guess, it might be the correct form, was buried there. He was fighting for Ukraine. That's his family. So Taiwanian people are already supporting us they're fighting for us, some of them. This guy was 25 years old, and he gave his life for Ukraine, for our freedom, and I'm really grateful to this guy. And his name was Tseng Sheng Guan. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing it right, but glory to heroes. Thank you.
Absolutely.
For your sacrifice. A nice video. You remember the defense lines Russians were building with those pyramids?
Yeah.
That's how our tank, or maybe armored vehicle, crossing one of those pyramid lines, but they are smaller versions of pyramids. They are not those big ones. So, but you see, they crossed it, and it doesn't.
No problem.
It wasn't a problem for them, so they are pretty crossable. It just depends on how many lines of those pyramids and if there are any diggings between them are located. Trenches, yes. Diggings. Is there even a word, man?
No.
Oh, my favorite Toblerone pyramids. Yes, that meme. That meme.
Somebody's gonna get out there and start painting them.
Wagner Copeline. Oh, about Wagner. By the way, Jet, have I been telling you about Wagner Group?
A little bit, yeah.
That's a private war company.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that. And their leader, Prigozhin, you maybe heard of him too.
Yeah.
So that dude is taking power in Russia. I guess he's not enough strong to go against Putin, but someday I think that dude is trying to get as much power as he can get in Russia to become. Definitely, he has an ambition to become the new president. Maybe
Yeah.
someday. President is too good
Dictator.
word for Russia. You know, the king, the Tsar.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there were no presidents in Russia since never, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
really, I think Boris Yeltsin was maybe a bit of a president, but mm, as far as we go, the history unravels, and I think we can see the facts that he wasn't better than Putin. What else? Banksy was in Ukraine in November, and he was. I actually myself. This is his first work. It's on Khreshchatyk. It's the center of Kiev. One of his works was there, and I actually saw it with my own eyes, and I didn't know that it's one of his works. So yes, I saw the Banksy picture with my own eyes.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, and there's more in Kyiv Oblast. I'm not sure in what. One or two was in Borodyanka, and couple more in different places. I guess this one says that Ukrainian. I mean, shows us. It's not says. Shows us how Kid is dropping Putin down on his back because Putin usually it's one of his famous representations as karate fighter. So I think this is addressed Putin definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is a woman in a bathrobe and with flamethrower, and actually in a gas mask. Nice one, I guess. A dude in. They're pretty small, right? You probably cannot see them properly, of course, especially this
You
one.
gotta hold on. I
With
think you
a
gotta, unless I'm still on stream delay. I think
Yeah.
you've got the
delay
pull up
is always there with us, with
I
you.
don't know if the delay's that long, or maybe do you have the right scene selected?
Do I have what?
The correct scene selected?
Card scene. I actually don't know what it is, man. Maybe I know, but you gotta type it for me to understand.
Oh no, I just mean on the stream. Like I can't see the image on the stream.
You couldn't see it?
No.
Oh shit. So when I'm opening it in browser, you couldn't. Oh shit. I didn't change the scene.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That was the word. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, no worries, no worries.
This is actually, I forgot to change the scene, yes. So this is the work that I've seen.
Oh, cool.
You're seeing it now.
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
And these are the works of him in different. Yeah, and that's the karate I've been saying about.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
Elil, stay hydrated. Yeah, that's a woman in a gas mask. That's a dude in a bath. And that's a dick on the HIMARS. No, it's not a HIMARS system. I actually don't know. Maybe Iskander or maybe it's not. It's not Tochka. I guess it's Iskander. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I guess this dick was already pictured there, and he just put the machine under it, I guess.
Yeah, that's funny. Real mature Banksy. Real mature.
Thank you, Banksy. He supports Ukraine, and
yeah, That's awesome.
we actually can see it. What else? Really important that we were rocket strike again. I mean, massively rocket striked by Russia. It was around 100 rockets on Wednesday. It was the biggest attack since the beginning of war. We haven't seen anything like it before. I mean, we've seen one on 10th of October where it was 84 rockets launched, and this time it was 100 rockets launched. 80, no, sorry, 74 of them were hit by, I mean, neutralized by our air defense systems. And it was first time that NASAMS systems, that Norwegian US system, they provided us with just a couple of weeks ago, maybe just a week ago. It finally was used, and man, 100% result it provided us with. So it works perfectly. US will provide us with 2 or 3 more of these batteries of these systems by the end of summer of the next year. And in like tandem, do you use this word?
Which word? Oh, tandem?
Tandem, yes.
Yeah.
In tandem with IRIS-T, it's just a perfect system. 2 perfect systems together, they will provide us with great air defense. But we just need more of them to cover our huge territory. Our territory is pretty big, you know that.
Yeah.
Comparing to many other countries, we're pretty big. Not, of course, comparing to Russia, because that beast is just enormously.
A lot of land.
Yes. Charlie was saying just your faces. Yeah, it's when I forgot to switch the C.
Yep.
Yeah, except 100 rockets, there were 10 Shahed drones also, and all of them were neutralized. So only around 20 to 25 rockets hit their targets, and it was devastating for our infrastructure. The situation is getting even worse. This week we were sitting without lights. I mean, here in Kiev, we were only without light and water and heat of like the Wednesday only. But in some places of our country, they were sitting for 3, 4 days, and in Odessa and Odessa Oblast, it is actually, I guess, some of people are sitting without lights until now. It's really hard in some regions, and we really need to be provided by our partners with systems that we can replace the damaged ones with. And those systems are pretty expensive and rare. It's not just like you can go and order it in a store and deliver it in a couple of days. They're big systems who are usually pretty hard to find, buy, and mount, and they're super expensive. We're talking about tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in here. And our Prime Minister, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday he said that the damage caused by these massive attacks on our energetic infrastructure is around $500 million to $1 billion, man. Almost $1 billion of expenses to restore the systems. It is really, really critical. The situation is really critical. We're about to lose all the power someday in a month or 2 if Russia will keep hitting our targets with these massive attacks. I'm not sure of it. I hope this will not happen, but the chance is pretty high that we're not going to lose it permanently. But if Russia keeps shooting us with their fucking dildo rockets, they will just cripple our infrastructure even more. And of course, it's not infinite. Those electrical stations, I don't know how do you call them, which
Yeah.
are redirecting the electricity in different
Yeah,
ways.
power stations.
Power stations, yes.
Yeah.
They are burned, getting burned. We're getting a better air defense system. The situation is better than on 10th of October, but still, it is pretty dangerous and pretty
Yeah.
risky.
Yeah. Well,
This is-
especially with a lot of people on electric heat, right? Because
Yeah.
like, if heating was like mostly like natural gas or whatever, I mean, it still sucks to be without power for cooking, whatever,
Yeah.
right? But the fact that it's like winter time and people are losing heat because they're on electric heat is a real fucking
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, and that was the Russian tactics originally to strike us when we'll be most vulnerable,
Yeah.
on winter. And by the way, it's a frost in here for the last 2 days. Today is -3 to -5 by Celsius.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Same here.
cold. I'm dressed up pretty much. I still don't want to turn on the heater. I have the small portable one, and I
Yeah.
should have put it here on the balcony where I usually work. I have a working station in here. My PC is here, and this window is really badly placed. It's pouring with wind, and I'm really chilly here. It's pretty. It's so much better in the room, but here on the balcony,
Yeah. Cold.
it's chilling. Yes, this is why. Yeah, that's why we need those air defense systems to be brought to us as fast as it can be.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard. They're not, I guess, also not that common around the world. They're pretty rare, and countries just don't want, countries who have them, they just don't want to be defenseless too. So it's pretty understandable, considering Russia's being, been going crazy. This week they've hit Poland with their rockets. It seems that official version of NATO, of Poland, and of US, that it was a Ukrainian air defense rocket which wasn't able to hit the rocket and just went to Poland territory and killed 2 people.
Yeah. That's awful.
The problem is that Poland's American delegation, who was investigated this case there on the field in first hours, even first 2 days, they wasn't letting us get there. Ukrainian side, our side was proposing them to add our delegates, our representatives, to that investigation, because if it's our rocket, how they are saying, we should be there. We should know about
Oh
that.
yeah, you should go look at it and say yes, that's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have all the serial numbers. And yes, the problem is that USA and NATO is in strict and pretty not hidden position. How do you call something that is not hidden and obvious? And
in this context,
transparent, maybe.
Transparent, yeah.
They have a transparent position that they don't want to escalate this war with Russia. And of course, if they've said that there was also a Russian rocket there, added to our rocket, because it was 2 rockets chasing one another, right? So they should have escalated with Russia, and they're really afraid of that. I think that they probably, I'm sure that they are not prepared for that. The U.S. Army, I guess, it's prepared to destroy Russian army in just a couple of weeks. But somehow they want this conflict, as they sometimes call it, to be controlled by them, to be predictable. Because if they go for escalation like widely and mm, uncovered and just go all in, it could be it will be more unpredictable. And
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Well, the main risk, right, is nuclear war,
Yeah.
right? That's what everybody's trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the U.S. is trying to avoid, rather. But
Yeah, China, by the way, they've gave a clear signal, and not even a signal, statement
yeah,
about
that they want no nuclear war in Europe, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Which is good, because we do not want China supporting Russia's fucking madness any more than they already are.
And there was a summit, G20 summit, this week also, and Biden and Xi Jinping, we call them here like that, but I'm not sure that English version will be the same.
Yeah,
Xi Jin, maybe. Pin.
Oh, yeah. Xi Jin. Yeah, okay, maybe.
Xi Jinping.
I've heard both, so, yeah.
But we're calling him Zing, which actually is the sound that we use for bells. When we are saying a bell sound, we say Zing.
Oh, okay, we say ding.
Ding, yeah, I say ding, we say zing. It's funny.
Yeah.
So they've shaked hands. They were negotiating for a couple of hours, and it's a good sign because of like them being open enemies is not good for the world, and them trying to have some dialogue is much better. And yeah, this is a good sign. And it's actually a sign to Russia, because they both said that there should be no nuclear escalation in any case. I mean, not in any case, but how do you say never?
Yeah. And well, that works in any case. I mean,
in any case, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the meaning is just not perfect. Okay, guys.
No, that works.
18 minutes left for us. We're discussing a lot today. It's carrying me away. And I want you to please like the video right now, like the stream. We can gather 7 likes right now. Let's do this. Let's gather 7 likes. And if someone who's still not subscribed is watching us, please subscribe to the channel. We really need to grow. We really need to spread this to as more people as we can. It will really help.
Yeah.
Ukraine.
And if you don't want to miss, because our schedule's been a little less rock solid lately, we've kind of been having to move the times of the streams around. It's always every Sunday, but if you want to hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when we go live, and then you won't miss it that way.
Yep, good guess, Jed, thank you. And we have -2 people just after we said it. That's how it works. But whatever, whoever likes it in here will stay, will come again, and will just put that like under the video. Thank you. And yes, thank you everyone who came today, because it's like 6 people. It was 6 people until now all the time. Sometimes it was even 7 time to time. It was 7. So it's pretty nice result. Thank you everyone for the support. It's just awesome. Let's move forward. Maybe I missed something about G20. Yes, Zelensky proposed the formula of peace on G20. It consists of 18 points, maybe 12, not sure. I'm not gonna be going through them right away, but he gave a strict, exact plan on how to end this war and how to bring peace after that. With, the defense guarantees for our country, with sanctions to Russia, with getting all the Russian troops the fuck off our territory,
Yeah, that's key.
with defeating them. That yes, that's the key. This is why now it's everything easy to get for those who's still not getting how to fucking defeat Russia, and that we cannot negotiate with Russia on their terms. They will now have that formula, and we can just tell them, dude, look, we've already told you that's it, where it is in the list. You just
Yeah, exactly. Just point at it.
yeah, you just,
Right
you
here.
just go to the 0.5 or to 0.6.
Exactly.
You have you don't have a right to tell us that
Exactly. Can't claim ignorance anymore. So.
yes. No, okay. What else? Oh, this dude. We gotta watch him definitely. I've showed him to you, I guess.
Finally liberated.
A guy from Kherson.
Liberated.
Oh
that we are
yeah.
free.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
Because now we have no electricity in the city, no water, no central supply heating, no mobile connection, no internet connection. But we have no Russians. And I'm extremely happy of that. We can survive anything. But we are free.
This guy is so he's just given us the understanding of what we all feel right now in Ukraine. Most of us, of course, there are also Vatniks in Ukraine too, who are just who want the Russian peace. And anyway, 90 to 95% of us in here, 95 maybe to 97 even, I would say, feel like that. Without gas, electricity, heating, but without Russians, it's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, without Russians, it will be a perfect world. We just need to wait and be patient. And I guess this day will come even when we, yeah, it could be with still with Moscovites, Buryats, all those many countries that will appear on the map of Russia, of current map of Russian Empire, but they will be free. They will be independent. They will be sovereign. They will be whole, right? Okay. Please put some Russia disintegration to the chat if you if you're still there, guys. All
Yeah.
those people except Charlie and Jet who's on the stream. And of course, Charlie, you can put Russian disintegration there too. Yeah, Charlie, I see you may be a bit busy today because you're not super active in the chat as usually, but I know why, because the time for you is like super unusual also as for us. Sorry for that, but this week, this Sunday, I cannot do it on like the new usual time even.
Yeah, the new usual time.
It's even harder today. Let's go next. What do we have? Yeah, next day, by the way. No, not next. The day after the massive rocket attack, Russians also hit our gas infrastructure. We have gas. Ooh, another word to translate. Just a sec. Yeah, a small pause. Maybe you have something to fill it with.
I'm gonna try and guess what you're gonna say. Are you talking about like pipelines or like what are you talking about?
No, where we not produce it, but where we dig it from the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's actually called.
English? Yeah, it's Ukrainian. Just a second, I'm having difficulties. Production? No. Hey, output? No.
Yeah, well, I mean, extraction maybe. I'm looking it up too. I can't. I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't know what it's actually called.
Yeah, it says Google Translator says that production word is actually used uh, for this Ukrainian word видобыча.
Okay.
Yes. So
Fracking, Charlie says. Fracking.
fracking. Maybe fracking. Let me translate fracking just a second. Back to Ukrainian.
Yeah, I think Charlie's right.
Fracking. It translates it like fracking. Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
gotcha,
We don't have such a word. We don't have translation for fracking. Maybe to Russian, maybe it will translate. Oh, it says hydro terrain something. Wow.
More commonly known as
Hydraulic fracturing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to translate. Okay, let's go on. But they've hit our gas infrastructure, and actually, I've remembered. I mean, not remembered. I've seen a piece of Zelensky's interview to German, I guess, German press, which he was giving a couple of weeks ago. He was actually predicting this. He said that our intelligence has information that in the nearest future, Russia will hit our infrastructure, and then it will hit infrastructure on their land too. Actually, exploding the Nord Stream was first step of that infrastructure damage, and then
Yeah.
it will be saying that you see, you need to launch the Nord Stream 2 because you will freeze without our gas. So it's another lever of manipulation for them. Typical Russia, you know. They've started hitting the gas infrastructure, but I guess we still don't have like super critical damages there. It's still alive. Let's hope it will remain this way.
Yeah.
What else? Let's go through the week again. Oh, actually, Zelensky posted a video of one of attacks on our. Yeah, it was in Dnipro. Just a second, I just need to turn off the sound. Yeah, so it's the video from one of the video registry, how do you call it, devices, in one of the cars, and damn, it's scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not the first rocket strike that I'm seeing, but every time it looks super scary, and I'm
Oh, absolutely.
like placing myself to the driver's seat, and if I saw something like that, yeah, it would be super scary. Okay, important stuff that I need to. Oh yeah, of course. Now remember Viktor Orban, our amazing Hungarian friend, who
what was he doing?
who is not our friend. It's president of Hungary.
Oh,
Who,
okay.
who is Vatnik? Yes, and who is
Yeah.
the biggest friend of Putin? One of
Yeah.
the biggest friends.
That guy.
And his country is in European Union. He seems like a super corrupt guy. And his prime minister, of course, he's the same. His name is, just a second, Sijarto, yes, Sijarto Peter. So this dude was shaking hands with Iranian delegation, and they are starting a new promising partnership with Iran,
Oh god.
with Iranian government. Yeah. When you think that Hungary reached the bottom, you always
holy
can be
fuck.
surprised.
Uh,
Yeah, so they are moving the Russian way. They keep moving the Russian way and still being in European Union. Knock knock. What the fuck?
yeah.
European Union. You gotta do something
Get it
about it.
together. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, important thing that I guess Charlie will like. Presumably, is there a good word for this situation? Let me translate it just a second. Yeah, presumably. Presumably, a naval Ukrainian drone was hitting the oil station, I guess it is, the one where tankers getting filled with oil before they go,
Okay.
yes, go transport it somewhere else. So it was happening in Russia, in Novorossiysk, I guess. Yes. And I had a video somewhere, but I'm not sure that it will appear in here. Yep, I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, it is awesome that we can reach Russia with our drones. And yes, I've read a small article about it yesterday. And it's 650 kilometers from the territory where we can launch those drones, I guess. So if this drones has that,
Range.
range, yes, and the capacity of his resources to go for that range, this is just awesome. We just don't need, the regular flotilla, regular. How do you call the number of ships? Like
Oh, fleet.
fleet. Shit, sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot the simple
that's fine.
word. I was using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting tired, and we need to finish. Oh, right now. We need to finish right now.
Okay.
Okay, to sum it up, Russia is getting fucked more and more. This week was pretty calm and silent, and there were no huge victories or huge losses, except for massive rocket attacks by Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to our victory slowly but surely. Slowly only this week. You remember how fast it was
Yeah.
a couple of weeks back.
Oh, totally.
Anyway, Ukraine is strong. Ukraine is united with all the free world. Putin will just be dead. I hope by the end of 2023.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully.
the
Guy needs
chances
to
of
fuck
that.
off.
What?
I said that guy needs to fuck off.
Yeah, he needs to fuck off. And he needs to finally pay for all his crimes. Countless crimes. Motherfucking piece of shit. The terrorist, the biggest terrorist of 21st century, definitely. And making a country terrorist state is just award winning,
Yeah, it's wild.
It should be awarded with some anti-award.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Jet, for being with me today. It was a
course.
short but pretty productive stream. It was a lot of information, a lot of fun too.
Yep.
And we had some conversations. We were also, discussing something, not only providing the information, but also getting deeper. I really thank everyone who's been today with us. 6 or 7 people all the time is just impressive.
It's awesome. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you in a week. I guess next week it will be the new usual time. I'm gonna
time.
yeah, I'm gonna let you all know before the next stream, of course, as usual, as I usually do. And what? It's just left to say Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава!
Yes.